Hello everyone, my name is Sarafi and I'm happy to meet you all. And today they're going to be making some changes to the ban list. I wasn't expecting this, but cool. Let's talk about the new ban list changes. So, first up for speed, the Sanctified Dark Lord is being limited to 1. Due to the limit lift for Dark Lord Contact, this card will now be limited. Yes, so they did want basically for Dark Lord Contact to be played at 2 and Sanctified Dark Lord to be played at 1. So since they are unlimiting Dark Lord Contact, Sanctified Dark Lord is going to just be at 1, which is fine. They took Xchel off the list. Now they're taking Contact off the list. And Dark Lords are eating good. You never played more than one copy of Sanctified Dark Lord anyway. And it's not like the limit 1 spot is super valuable for Dark Lords. So this is a buff. Don't worry about it. Next up, we have Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Bearer, being unlimited. Trishula is a card that would really only see play in exactly Infernity, which no longer sees any play because of other limits, and Tech Genus. I guess you could play it in Synchrons, but you'd have to make like a really specific list to make use of like 2 and 1 that add up to 9 in Synchrons. Regardless, this is a huge buff for Tech Genus, and Tech Genus is not far off from being good. So we definitely want to see Tech Genus succeed. And since the unlimit on the Tech Genus limiter removal, I don't think too many people have really experimented with the deck. So it's possible that to make use of the fact that Trishula is now unlimited, you simply don't play the new skill, and you go back to playing Flight Control, and then you just play Tech Genus with 3 copies of limited removal. So we'll see what people come up with. Spellbook of Knowledge has been unlimited. Despite its power, this card's limitation will be removed in order to promote diversity in the metagame. Oh yeah. All this card does is draw 2 cards. Which, while, you might say that's crazy, we have traded at 3 too. So, and we've had advanced draw at 3 for a long time. So there are a lot of conditional draw 2 cards in the game. Spellbook of Knowledge being searchable does make it slightly better, but still, like, it's not super amazing. And you only have 1 copy of it, so I think it was fine. Puzino, the drop-in deleter. This card will be unlimited as its power is acceptable in the current metagame. Yeah, Puzino is a fine card. I think it was limited specifically because of making it easy to summon. What is his name? Bish Balkan. Very easy to summon Bish Balkan, and now that Bish Balkan is banned, we don't need to do that anymore. Goldsarcophagus. Goldsarcophagus has been unlimited. Despite its power, this card's limitation will be removed in order to promote diversification in the metagame. So just like how they want to bring TGs back, they want to bring Shiranui back. Shiranui is not a deck that I'm looking forward to seeing at all, but it is a deck that I think will be good enough to fight other decks. In particular, if you have enough copies of your Continuous Trap, you can probably stall out reasonably well against Predaplants. So, because Predaplants don't have that much spell and trap removal, do they? Yeah. So, I think that it's definitely possible that Goldsarc being unlimited is going to make Shiranui consistent enough that they can function. Just because you can Goldsarc every single turn and trigger your card that pops a card, and you get extra draws because they do eventually come to your hand. It's people don't typically think of Goldsarcophagus as like, oh, you get to draw a card in 2 turns, because usually you're just using it to banish a card to get an effect. But Shiranui does last that long, so Shiranui actually does end up drawing cards from Goldsarcophagus, unlike Thunder Dragons or some other deck. So this is a good card, and it being at 3 and being unlimited will be very good for Shiranui players. And then lastly, Dark Lord Contact is being unlimited, which is fantastic. So I do think Dark Lords have enough power at this point. I wouldn't change anything else. I think Dark Lords should be allowed to experiment, and I do encourage people who think Dark Lords might be interesting or who have, bought the cards to play them. This deck is good. It is functional. Being able to destroy every card on your opponent's side of the field during their turn is a good effect. So yeah, give it a try. For Rush Duels, Phoenix Dragon has been limited to 1 because they're sick of people playing it with limit 3s. Yeah. I mean, it's still going to be played with limit 3s. You're just going to be able to play. You're just going to be able to play other limit 3s now. I guess it is important that Phoenix Dragon specifically not be played at more than 1, because it just gives you so much advantage. So yeah, I have no problems with this. Dragons just have been a problem the whole time. So just let him not play Phoenix Dragon for a bit. It's fine. Dragon's Fortitude is going from 1 to 2, so that you can play Dragon's Fortitude and Phoenix Dragon in the same deck. So relax. Your somewhat decent trap card will not be a card you have to give up just so you can play your mandatory Phoenix Dragon. That's very kind of them. Limit 3s. Star Restart. Star Restart will be limited to reduce the summoning ability of decks that utilize fusion summoning, except for Cyber Dragons, of course. That is lame. Why do we have to deal with that? Star Restart is such a... it's such a non-card. Like, you give up a card from your hand in Star Restart. You give up a card from your hand in the card that you return to the bottom of the deck. Then you get to add a level 5 or lower normal monster from your graveyard to your field, and then add a fusion from your graveyard to your hand. So it's a worse fusion recovery. If fusion recovery cost a card from your hand, it would never have been played, even in GX. And this is considered to be a card that they have to limit. I guess it's because primarily people can set Star Restart, and then it's not so much a minus, like a +0, because if Star Restart was set on your turn when you activated it, then it didn't cost something from your hand because you drew until you had 5 cards either way. Maybe, but the solution to something like that is not to limit this card. It's to give us more spell and trap removal so that people don't feel so safe to set their spells and traps like they do now. Regardless, this is fine. Star Transfer. Star Transfer has been limited to 3. This card will be given a harder limitation so that it cannot be played alongside multiple copies of limit 3 cards. Why? Voidvelg is brand new. Is Voidvelg that good? Hold on, let me see. I mean, I knew Voidvelg would be good. But is it that good? I haven't been paying attention. Voidvelg, top 100 global, like, 6 times. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Let me take a look at this. Playing 3 copies of Star Transfer. Okay, I mean, sure, why not? Fair enough. Who cares? Do they even play any limit 3s? No? No? Okay, so then it doesn't matter. Unless they put another card on this list. They didn't put another card on this list, so there you go. Alright, whatever. Your Star Transfer is limited to 3, I guess, so you can't play it with, So you can't play with what? Reverie? So you can't play it with Secret Order? Like, Voidvelg doesn't have any limit 3s, and you wouldn't play this in a light deck. But I guess they want to make sure that Chaos Galaxy, which is already bad because there's no skill for it, doesn't see play? That's just mean. Konami, let us play the game. Alright, it's gotten a little ridiculous how they refuse to let people mix cards from people. That's just crazy. Alright, Jamp Check. Limit 3. This card was limit 2 before, right? Yeah. I mean, do Psychics have any limit 3s? What limit 3s do Psychics have? Let's check real quick. Oh, you can't play it with Star Restart. Oh, jeez. Wow. Rude. Also, Ice Pop Bear is limit 3. Wow! Dang, they are really... This deck is also brand new. So Ice Pop Bear with Star Restart and Jam P check. So Psychics, the Psychic deck that literally just came out now has 3 limit 3s. Ridiculous. What the heck? Okay, whatever. Seahorse Carrier is unlimited. Ray Misere, Rejoice. Unlimited Ultimate Flag Mech Ace Breaker is unlimited. I have not seen this card in ages. So yeah, sure. Race from Reverie is unlimited. What the heck is the point? This card will be unlimited to allow for greater flexibility when building a Galaxy deck. But you limited the Star Transfer. What is the Star Transfer supposed to compete with? What Galaxy card is still limit 3 then? Just Secret Order? I don't understand what this is supposed to do then. Wilhel the Mega Monarch. Atrashoot Hydron. Okay, Ilgi asked for this, and Ilgi is like the #1 Cybers enjoyer. So I'm pretty sure he wouldn't lie to me. If Atrashoot Hydron is capable of coming back, then I believe him. Although Atrashoot Hydron is a really good card. Sparkart Squirrel. Sparkart Squirrel never felt like a limit 3 to me. Like this card, did anyone play this card? Because it came out at limit 3. I don't think anyone thought it would be worth it. So, are there any dedicated spellcaster decks anymore? Let me see. One person got Cog with Explosion Drive. Playing Sparkart Squirrel. Okay, all right. So there's potential, I guess. Necroman the Third. This card is good, right? Special summon a level 3 normal monster from your graveyard to your field. Yeah, this is an okay effect. Okay, yeah. Necroman the Third being unlimited is pretty cool. Join Tech Leo. Again, do machines that aren't Cyber Dragons see any play? Light machines, so no. Earth machines. There was one top 100 with Earth machines in Joints of Bravery, which did play 3 copies of Join Tech Leo, so I don't know, maybe. Good for this guy. Sure. That's fine. Cool. So the rush list looks like it's unnecessarily punishing Psychics. I don't think that Psychic is... I mean, even if Psychic is good, it's like, how mad can you be about a deck that like rips its own life points apart, really? But yeah, otherwise, I think this is fine. I mean, if Voidveil was so good, it feels like they should have hit them harder. And it's weird that they hit Psychics harder than Voidveil. But okay, let's take a look at the skills. That is a lot of rush skills. Okay. Alright, so Dark Jester, you can use the skill's first effect twice per duel. During your main phase, you can make one monster you control become a level between 1 and 5. This turn, as long as that monster remains face up on the field, you cannot special summon any monsters except Xyz monsters. Okay, so Dark Adjuster and Bright Adjuster, twice per duel, you can make one monster you control become a level between 1 and 5. And then you can either Xyz or Synchro. This is interesting. Being able to make a monster that you like normal summon level 5 could give you some different opportunities. I don't feel like it matters for Xyz summoning, because with Xyz summoning, you have to be consistent. Yes, being able to use this effect twice is pretty good, and I guess, it's not once per turn. So I guess you could literally just play like a Dark rank 5, and well, no, I know. It doesn't even say anything about Dark, does it? So you can just, yeah, you can just play You just use any rank 5 and just use 2 monsters to make it. Okay, you know what? Never mind. You don't even need to play any level 5s if you have this skill. That doesn't make it as good as other, like, generically, like, other good archetypal skills, but, this starts to become worth it, I would say. This is hilarious. Being able to choose a level between 1 and 5, and there are 2 different levels for your synchro monsters is insane. Yeah, you should, like, if you are playing a synchro deck that does not have a skill, this is a great skill. I don't think there are any synchro decks, though, that don't have a skill. Spearheaded draw. Can be activated before your normal draw once per turn. One of the cards from your draw will be a random level 4 monster. What's the requirement? Oh, if your opponent had 3 monsters on the field. Okay. Alright, so, yeah. Okay, yeah, so these draw effects have become easier. Alright, fair enough. None of this will change anything. Bright Adjuster is probably the only one that would see any experimentation. Maybe Dark Adjuster we'll see a little bit just because it makes interesting Xyz options. But, like, there are better rush skills, way better rush skills, and there are better speed skills as well. So this part is boring. Regardless, that's my thoughts. My name is Sarafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.